Okay, I'm going to show you double factorization method. That's the one which most of the people for some reason think is quite useful. So I'll do that, and also side by side I'm going to show you our method, which is the cross method. And let me choose this one, 3x squared minus 11x plus 6. It's not that hard. Okay, let's look at first of all, my question is, okay, this is a harder one because a is not equal to 1. That number is 3, it's not 1. The step 1, is it already factorized? No. Number 2, is there any common factor? No. If there were any common factor, I would have factorized it first, and then either you follow the cross method or the double factorization. Okay, let's get on with cross method first. This is our cross method, and first of all we are going to look into 3x squared, which is 3x times x. Okay, I'll use black pen. 3x and times x gives you 3x squared. Now let's look at the factors of positive 6. Okay, if I go for 3 and 2, is it going to work? Because if I take the multiplication of these two, that'll give you 9x, and if I multiply these two, that'll give me 2x, and if I add them together, it's a kind of rote learning, 11x. That if I compare it with the middle term, it's supposed to be negative 11, so it's not going to work. So try negative 9 and negative 2, and the things will change. Now I have negative 11x. Now along those horizontal lines, I'll have the factors 3x plus 2 times x. It's not plus 2, it's minus 2. Minus 2, right? And then it is negative 2, negative, okay, x minus 3. Okay, now I'm going to show you the usual method. Most of the people would go for double factorization. How does it happen? So instead of looking at h terms, you simply take those two numbers, positive 6 and 3, multiply them, that'll give me 18. What are the pairs of factor of 18? 1 times 18, 2 times 9, 3 times 6. Is that all? So you look at all the pairs of possible factors and then see which one gives you if you add them together, should give you negative 11. So if instead of positive 2 and positive 2 times positive 9, if I go for negative 2 and negative 9, negative 2 plus negative 9 should give me negative 11, which is going to work. It's pretty much like the cross method. Now instead of going for the cross method, what I'm going to do, I'll simply write the expression, and I'm going to split that middle term into 3x squared minus 2x minus 9x plus 6. So nothing has changed, because if I put them together, if I add them together, that will return my negative 11x. Now in a group of two groups, separate groups, I'm going to factorize individually and see what happens. If I factorize this, it will give me 3x minus 2, and this is tricky. If I factorize 3 is the common factor out of these two, that will give you 3x. Negative 3 times positive 3 will give you negative 9, and that should be negative, and that's the trickiest part. That will be negative 2, because negative 3 times negative 2 should give you positive 6. So you've got to double check everything. Now the second set of factorization, these are the common factor, 3x minus 2, put them within one bracket, and the remainder, this one and this one, will give you the second factor. So you get the same answer in two different ways. The main criteria for NZQA is you've got to show some evidence of doing factorization. So in my opinion, both the methods should be acceptable. I am quite happy to use cross method. To me, it is faster, visually more accessible to me. So it's totally up to you. So let's review quickly. This is the double factorization. This is the cross method. And always, whenever you have a quadratic, always ask these three vital questions. Is it already factorized? Is there any common factor? And then, am I going to do cross or the double factorization? Both are equally good. Thank you.